Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. And then also become a member. The perks are really cool. And then Wraithx.eth domain name. Okay, we got a couple of things to do. Oh, we got a lot to go on today. We got a lot to go over. It's been some good times. I was going to try to go over everything tomorrow morning for the Little Mermaid drop, but it just would have been too much in too quick a time. I'll go live tonight. I'll go live tomorrow for the Mermaid drop as well. That's going to be really fun. We had a lot of fun when we did the Marvel Mighties drop. And speaking of which, we're going over in the title, it says all of the things that whales are buying. So I'll go over one of my other whales real quick after this, but remember how, I don't know if you saw it the other day. The other day had I was debating about selling one of my Luke Skywalkers. I think I posted on Twitter that my new boss was mad at me for not selling him a Skywalker at $500. Like, I can't sell it for it's a rare Luke Skywalker, sub 100. And then something happened that I did not expect. Like, anyone ever remember Lord of the Rings, where Gandalf, you don't know it's Gandalf yet? Oh, something happened that you did not expect. Almost like a villain, like, who is this? Is this Saruman? And then, Gandalf comes back. Spoilers if you haven't seen that 20-year-old movie by 21? When did it come out? 2002? It's 21 years old. Oh my God, Lord of the Rings is so old. Anyway, we go, something happened that I did not expect. I'm going to get the number 43 Luke Skywalker. I will have the lowest set completed of Luke Skywalker, number 43. There's a number 44 that is going to happen fairly soon. But the number 41 and 42, I think all have 6 different owners between the rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. Anyway, I'll get that done in 9 days. I would get it done sooner, but because I was aware, or I wasn't aware that I was getting it, I thought it was a lost deal. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go degen into GrumpyCat, and I'm going to buy a bunch of this other stuff. And then now it's like, okay, well, now I have to spend $2,900 on that rare secret, that rare Luke number 43, and then have to pay rent on top of that next week. It's like, oh, goddamn. Okay, so yeah, that's a thing and a half. But anyway, the boss man happened to buy a number 91 Luke from me today because I was like, I can't do it at 500. I was like, listen, the floor is 900. I was like, well, let's do like 7. Like, okay, well, I already got the ultra rare Luke, right? It's like, yeah, I told you to get that when it was 229, and now it's over 300. So, points to me on that. And he says, all right. Well, he just had me buy a bunch of Cosmos, which I did not make him buy a bunch of Cosmos. He really liked Drax. He's like, oh, Drax is cool, bro. He's bald. Got like knives. I was like, yeah. He's great. He's like, where's Rocket though? I want Rocket. I was like, well, Rocket you get on the airdrop. I was like, well, what's that mean? It's like, well, if you complete the set, you get a Rocket. Like, well, how do they know I complete the set? Well, they do what's called like a snapshot, and they go and if you have the whole set, they take a snapshot on May 31st, and then you'll get it a week later. You'll get it in June. I was like, oh, that's awesome. I want Rocket. I was like, okay, well, do you have the set? It's like, yeah, I was watching it this morning. I was clicking the buy now, but it wouldn't give them to me, so I kept clicking the buy now. I was like, what do you mean they wouldn't give it to you? Like, I would buy it, but then it wouldn't show up. I was like, oh, you have to wait for it to be delivered. Like, he had never gotten, like, a blind box before. He never participated in a drop. He's always just been buying off the secondary. I was like, oh, he's like, yeah, so I got 10 of these things, and, one of them happened to be, a Cosmo, the secret rare. I was waiting for Rocket. I was like, Rocket's not in the set yet. So, I freaking love him. He's like, yeah, oh, so I really like Drax. So, like, well, if you get another Drax, like, if you want more Rockets, if you're going to get another Drax, like, you should probably get another Cosmo. It's like, oh, Cosmo, all right, I should get another Cosmo, right? I was like, well, I mean, if you're going to get the other ones anyway, and you want the Rocket, you might as well. It's like, okay, the first Cosmo we got was like a number 47 off the drop. I was like, what? The luck that you have, good sir. And so he gets 2 sets. I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, yo, Chavez, look what I did. And then he buys another Cosmo. I was like, okay, well, if you bought a 3rd Cosmo, you might as well get a 3rd set. He's like, well, I have like 5 Peter Quills. Can I just trade them? I was like, you can't trade something for $5 that you know, for like $25 would be a Drax, and it's like, but I don't want him. I was like, you can sell him. It's like, all right, how do I sell him? You know, like how much can I get for? Like, well, the floor is like $5. Like, so I get $5. Like, well, you'd have to floor it for like, let's say like 485, and you know, there's like 8.5% tax, and or you know, like a fee. And it's like, oh, all right, so it's not worth it. Like, probably not. You know, gets MCP points. He's a diamond one now. Um, and so that was the story of how he got 3 sets. I have some cool pictures. I was gonna post it as a thumbnail, but I don't know if like YouTube would take it down for like a hate crime or something. Like, I would say hate crime. I would say it's. I think it's cool. My friend brought his dog to work today, and we were outside. We were just chilling, and his dog was just like, "Yo, it's nice and warm down here on the concrete." So he just goes and starts laying there. I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be the perfect pick," because I, I just put Cosmo there. I was like, oh my god, this is great. This is, you know, this is amazing. So I took a pic and I was like, I don't know, maybe would YouTube think that that is a little like, would they think that the dog is dead? Anyway, so I did. So that is one whale. Another whale. I don't know if he posted it in here. He did. He did post it in here. Okay, or one of these in here. So the dude, he stacked a couple of lightsabers. You know, he's got 40 something common alligator Lokis, 23 Skywalker lightsabers, 9 buzzes, and 19 of those Star Wars Episode 5 posters. And then he has, outside of that, 21 blues, 5 Queen of Hearts, 4 uncommon Spider-Mans, the first appearance of Spider-Man, and then Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope posters. He has 51 of those. But that's nothing compared to the... Where is it? He bought a rare Luke... I can't believe he bought the rare Luke 49 for $800. Like, I can't believe... I'm so... Oh my god, I wanted one of those. Oh, I have the number 48, but I wanted that one. The number 47 is $1,500. If I didn't have to pay for this number 43 by June 2nd, I would totally get it. He bought the number 69 ultra rare Luke for $546, which is amazing. And then he bought a secret rare number 60 for $1,500. He's a boss. Ooh, can't show that. He bought a Infinity Gauntlet 2823. Oh no, I'm sorry, he didn't do that. He had a very low mint set of all of the stones. And he's like, I don't want to burn my low mint set. So he went and he bought another set just to get the now he has the Infinity Gauntlet, and he'll get the Thanos airdrop. Those are gonna be really cool. I really can't wait for that. I think that was it for him. Oh, and then he bought a sub 50 Lamborghini set. But that's not it. He did buy other things as well. I think. I'm not. Let me see. Hold on. And then, of course, this is his, what you saw in the thumbnail is his actual rank. He's master level 83, 2,200 collectibles, 201 comics, 207 complete sets, 1 artwork. That was a Gary Baseman artwork. He's in the top 100 wallets now, fairly easily. He also had thrown 5 figures into GrumpyCat. And he asked me, he's like, hey, I see you posting about GrumpyCat. What is that about? I was like, listen... This started off as a degen play, like, because again, I didn't think I was getting this Luke. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna. Originally, I think I threw like $500 at it. I threw 500 at that, and I threw 500 at 4chan token. I don't know how 4chan tokens are. I gotta take a look at that. This hat, I did not think it does me any favors, but you know, oh, maybe that's better. It's a little tight. Remember in Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, where Gimli's like, it's a little tight across the chest, and then, you know, it fall. Anyway. Gimli was so funny. I love him. Anyway, it's a little tight across the head brain there. Oh god, who dis? Yep. Okay, StreamYard. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Winky face. Meow meow meow. Meow meow Randy. Lady friend, send me a nice photo. All right, where was I here? GrumpyCat. So he Now I only threw in a grand total of 6K. Little which was after I found out originally he's like, okay, like what do you think it's gonna do? I was like, listen, they've been teasing exchanges. Whether they get them or not, I don't know, but I do know, or I don't know Pro the Doge, but I feel like I've listened to him a lot. He seems like a really cool dude. Like, not only extraordinarily intelligent, but also just like a really good dude. And again, I don't actually know him. This could be just a facade he's putting on in Twitter Spaces. But again, he's never sold anything. So I was like, listen, here's what I know. The guy that has been purporting this is has never sold. Seems like a good dude, and he always picks winners. He never goes into crap. He has a bunch of OMI as well. Not the well, the VVL has more OMI than I do, but Doge I think does have OMI as well. I don't know exactly how much. Probably not a ton. Because but he's never sold. So I'm telling my big whales like, all right, so he's never sold this. I really like him, and they're teasing exchanges, and the only place you can get it now is Uniswap. He's like, all right, is that anything like Bit4x? Because he has Bit4x, he knows what to do. I was like, it's different. It's a liquidity pool. There's slippage. There's some nightmare stories where some people literally go and put in like $10,000 and will get like $5 worth of stuff because of the amount. And he's like, "Can you do it for me?" I was like, "Urgh." So me and my friend Steve did it for him. I actually put in like 7K into GrumpyCat, but because of slippage, gas fees, and other stuff, it just came, conversion fee, it just came out to like 6 grand worth of stuff. He put in about 25 grand worth of stuff. So he's got about 22K, give or take. Yeah, it's, he went very hard. And why he did that, I was like, listen, they have like 500,000 in volume on Uniswap. There's no other exchanges. OMI at least has exchanges. Like they have at least a couple of them. Most of those were Renegade listed because the team doesn't want to do exchanges right now. But I was like, listen, it looks like the team wants to do it. Both the GrumpyCat token, Twitter, and then Pro the Doge, and then Binance had all teased the exchanges. So I was like, I feel like this is getting into maybe not Pepe, because Pepe went to $1.5 billion market cap. I'm not saying that this won't get there. What I'm saying is that I had offered saying like I will get a tattoo of GrumpyCat if it goes to $100 million market cap, because that's roughly like an 18x of where I bought it at. It's like I'll do that. I don't mind. Now, having said that, I will probably. My original goal was to sell like 30 at 30 million, like half of it, and then let the rest ride. But now, if it does go to that, I don't want to do that for like five grand. I would want to do that like to make like a ton of money, like in the 5 figures, like tens of thousands. So there's hoping. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Anyway, some other things that he had bought, if I remember. Oh, I think that was no, he didn't send me that here. He just did that type of deal. Okay. Anyway, so those are two whales that went over. I forget what I labeled this title. I'm sorry. I'll keep it quick when I'm on the Twitter here. All right. So Veve announcements. So they've been going absolute fire. The drop this morning sold out, which I wasn't 100% sure that it would, because I don't really, and I have some screenshots to show y'all. All right. Let's see. The Amazing Spider-Man 1963. This was. So what? Let's say out of 75, let's say 7,100, because maybe they keep a bit times 7. So they made about $50,000 on the drop this morning, which is dope. Which is about less than a third of what they had made yesterday. Yesterday it was 183,000. There was some people on Facebook that were just like, "Yo, this drop's not selling out." I was like, "Well, it won't sell out right away, but it'll definitely sell out in under 24 hours, and maybe even under 12 hours." Because the last one, the Ant-Man one, it took like a good 20 hours for it to sell out. So I was like, I think this one, has a little bit more hype. We're in a little bit of a better area now in crypto in general. Like the crypto and NFT space, I feel like has risen a bit since February, and that's why I said we will probably do it in under in under 12 hours. And that's also given the fact that the Guardians had done a lot more money wise, as opposed to Ant-Man. So like this probably going to be a good time. And they sold out in 90 minutes. So I was like, yo, fight me. I knew it. And I mean, I didn't know it would go in 90 minutes. That was very, very fast. I was like, wow, I didn't expect this. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, 200,000, over 200,000 in 2 days, and that's just on the primary markets, so not including the secondary markets. So they're making some good stuff. And then they had announced Oscar the Grouch. They had announced the Little Mermaid posters first, and then Oscar the Grouch. We'll go over Little Mermaid first. Actually, before I do that, I want to go and show a screenshot that I have of this. I was gonna try not to work backwards. Where'd this dude go? All right, I'm gonna scroll now to see where. All right, Silk, our Amazing Spider-Man #4, the first appearance of Silk. This mother fudger has 400. Or you can't see that. You can't see that. You'll see it in a second. This mother fudger has 478 copies, and the dude is going for 10%. I was like, oh my god! Even if they were like $3 per, it's just a lot. I mean, I get it. It's like, well, Chavez, didn't you spend more than that on Luke's? Yeah, sure, but it's just a lot. Like I think he has more comics than me in general, just in that particular comic. He does. I only have 412 comics. I don't even know what these are going for. Let's take a look. See. Let's go to the comics. Let's go to the Silk. I'm assuming they're all I'm assuming they're all like $2 and they're all commons. $3.30. I think he himself is holding up that floor like by himself. Lady friend is listening. It's great. So we had that happen, and then we got the numbers for Little Mermaid today, and I feel like there's definitely a happy medium, and I feel like Veve has not perfected that yet. Whereas some things like are 6,000 mints and $60 per, and which the one thing that I was really, really surprised at was the RoboCop that sold out. I was like, there was a good amount. I think there was a good amount of mints though. There wasn't like a large amount. It was fair, but some things really don't sell out right away. And it's like, ooh, this wasn't as good as we thought it would be. But for $15, I feel like a lot of these other posters that we've had from Disney have been a bit more than $15, and there's been more mints. These are $15, which are very, very cheap. And they're only 200 mints each. Now, granted, there's 800 mints in total. Actually, there's less than that because they're keeping 40 of each one. So they're not keeping 90 of each one, which is cool. They're only keeping the first 40. So out of 200, so keep 40. All right, so that's 160. So if you do, say 3 times, so 640 of them, and 640 is very, very scarce. And again, that's for all. There's 4 of these. They're all secret rare. This is amazing. But if you do that. 9,600. So that's so Vivi's only making 9,600 on this drop tomorrow, and Little Mermaid is probably, and I'll really go over this tomorrow. Disney in the 80s was not the juggernaut that it is today. Disney in the 80s was, I really got to get Justin Pierce on tomorrow. Justin Apple Pie, or even Steph Celentano again. Big Disney amazing peeps. Love them both. But they have, Disney in the 80s was kind of not doing well, and then new management came, and then they're like, oh hey, we want to go and we want to revamp Disney, make a new animated movie every single year. It's going to be like nothing you've ever seen. And then everyone at the time was probably thinking like, oh, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. And then Little Mermaid blew everyone away. And okay, well, why? Well, it's just, again, like nothing people had ever seen. It was a good story, and the soundtrack was amazing. Again, nothing what that kicked off the whole Disney Renaissance age. Like after that, you have Lion King and you have Pocahontas. You have some really, really good works that are timeless. So when you go and you take a look at that's an important movie, and I'm surprised it had taken them this long to go and do it. Wait, hold on, what was that? I just saw. Oh God, what was that? I'm sorry. Oh, okay, all right, gotcha. No, never mind. I thought it was something different. So this is an important movie. I don't know how it did this weekend. It came out this weekend, right? Oh, it probably came out like yesterday. So it'll probably do very well. one, because it's The Little Mermaid, and this had 30 something years of people, loving it. They're nostalgic for it. And then you have, obviously not the first Little Mermaid material on the blockchain. You do have Sebastian and Flounder, as a golden moment. But then not only on top of that, you have kind of the woke leftists that are just like, oh, and I don't know how this girl's going to do. I assume she'll probably do a really good job. I assume she had to audition for this and actually get the part. It wasn't just given to her. But you're going to have people like, oh, stunning, brave. Let's, I feel like they, as in some movies, they do a lot of whitewashing where, let's say, someone like Bane, who is supposed to be a Hispanic wrestler, is suddenly Tom Hardy, which I liked his performance. I thought it was fine. They kind of do some of the opposite with a lot of redheads, and they happen to make them. I think they did that with one of the Flashes. They obviously did that with Little Mermaid. They did that with a couple of people. Anyway, I think they did it with Annie as well. So you have a lot of the leftists. I can go see it for that. I think one of the only things that might hold it back is just that you just have like that anti-Disney crowd. But outside of that, this should probably, the live action movies for Disney. I know a lot of people hate them, but historically they do really well at the box office. So I'm definitely gonna try to complete this set. I'm hopefully gonna get one of them. It's very, very scarce, though. I don't know if I'll be able to. Again, only 640 of these, so this is very, very scarce. I don't know. Maybe they're, oh God, what are they going to be, like $70 on the drop? I mean afterwards. Bots are going to probably go for it, and then you're going to have people that want it. I mean, they're all secret rares, so you're going to be able to get a nice set, a lot of MCP points, probably for fairly cheap. Now, again, because there's 4 of them, maybe they're not like $150 each, but maybe they're like 75 each. Maybe like so you might actually wind up spending a decent amount on it. Anyway, what else do we have on the Twitter here? Hold on. What are you? All right, talked about the Grumpy Cat. So all right, and then the Oscar the Grouch thing. Okay, we'll go to the Google here, the LGoog. Remember LGoog when we were in school? It's just Google backwards. Thought we were cool. Oscar the Grouch, 4,444 mints at $60 per. 90 will be taken from him. David mentioned the other day something about storytelling, and okay, well we have Cookie Monster, and Oscar the Grouch looks better. I think if we go, can we go to it? Does it play? No, it doesn't play on the actual article there. I feel like it should, but let's go to the tape. God, what is that reference? Is that a Rocket Power reference? I don't know.
Scram!
Oh, he looks so good. Like,
hey, cut it out.
Like he looks better, I think, than Cookie Monster.
Hey, knock it off.
He's got 3 things that he says. Maybe 4? No. Like already. So
that was awful. I loved it.
I think that's it. So already, I think he looks a lot better. And that's just in that particular thing. God, it looks really, really good, and I really like how they're saying, "Oh my God, stop!" Really like how they're saying like, "Oh, it's carbon neutral." Like they're leaning into that. I had gone on, dude. People are crazy. I'll go over this now. I don't want to bash them in a video, like I did for like the anti-Cookie Monsters. We have Street Fighter, that has said, "Fighting is an art. This is our masterpiece. Street Fighter 6 hits the scene on June 2nd for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, and Steam." So I go and says like, y'all should release digital collectibles on Veve, because I would buy some. I mean, I bought Monster Hunter, not all of the set. I'm only so rich. I'm not anymore. I only have so much money. And I was like, okay, well, I bought one. Like, I like Capcom. I want to continue supporting it. By the way, you only have a few more days to get those Monster Hunter NFTs left. Like, obviously, the secret rare is sold out in a second. I think there's about 1,000, maybe 1,100 left between both of the rares, or the ultra rares, whatever they're called. But after Sunday, there's no more. Like, oh, God, if I wasn't getting this freaking Luke, this Luke is, sorry. I have the number 48 Lucas Rose. No, I don't want to. I don't need to. So I said like, hey, you guys should, because I would 100% buy it. Let's okay. The first person, I won't call out her name. She's like, oh my god, you're being serious. At least she edited it because at first it was not the right your. And looking at the page, actually this person doesn't look so bad. This person looks like fairly a normal person based on the posts. And maybe this person, again, I don't know their pronouns. Maybe this person happens to be just someone that is maybe a little uneducated about NFTs or about at least the way we do them. Somebody literally told me to go die, and that was for somebody. The person that told me to go die. I don't even want to say it. Let's say they're part of a special group, and they're outside of being part of this special group. Part of what is in their tag on Twitter is saying socialism or extinction. Like, socialism, that has killed like 100 million people, right? Like, I hope these people know this. Basically say abolish cop-e-right law and its defenders, as in saying like they don't like cops or like. So yeah, this and like some of the other ones were kind of similar to that. So anyway, that's going to be an uphill battle. But I'm very excited that Veve is leaning towards hey, this is carbon neutral. This is fine. This is much better than other things that wind up being in a landfill after a while. So anyway, we have a lot of other. Oh, I've already been talking for 27 minutes. I am so sorry. That was like, am I? God, this is a Star Trek one. Am I Spock when Chris Pine asks you put a LoJack on your girlfriend, and he goes, "That was not the intention." Or maybe I'm Vision, or is it that is? I'm not what you intended. I don't know. Whatever. Was not my intention. Oh God, am I Eminem? I can't stop. There's never my intention for someone to get killed. Oh my God, that was such a good song. Toy Soldiers. Oh my God, that was so good. Where was I here? Well, yesterday. All my troubles and so. Oh yeah, so I have one mighty set. I don't have any sub 100s yet. I will. I'm gonna need like a month though. Again, I already spent like over 5K with Luke. And I'm gonna get more. I've never want to do this again. Yeah, my friend was over 2 trillion GrumpyCat. We have somebody saying they'll get more OMI if it goes to 0004. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Somebody said Drax would probably be $50 to $80. I figured that wouldn't happen. Shout out to my friend Raythax, who had bought a Veve logo on stream the other day. I think he's the most recent person to buy a Veve logo. Okay, that logo. Somebody else had one in Discord. I have some stuff on sale. I'm gonna show my own stuff right now. What do I even have on the market? All right, I got a Namor number 195, Spider-Man 2099 for $850, Black Panther, Shuri Black Panther 375, and She-Hulk Secret Rare for 170. These are the cheapest sub 100s in their category by a long shot. So if anyone wants to buy that and really help me out, that'd be super great. Anyway, where was I? Getting out of there. Where are my 1,000? Some Doge Millionaire goes and posts big things coming soon for GrumpyCat. Peating Gold, Arya. China's Central Television Network just broadcasted the news that Hong Kong is allowing retail investors to buy Bitcoin. That's going to be really great for us. Super excited. Oh my God, this one dude, Valentin Rosette, on the Veve Facebook page had said, he did 18 blind boxes for the Guardians. No ultra rare or secret rare for this person. Feels bad, man. But maybe don't feel too bad because he said, you think this is a good move? Well, I stacked 8 different Cosmo, the 215, the 185, the 197, the 180. Wait, what? Oh no, he paid 215, 185, 185, 197, 185, 190, 200, and 200. So that's 8 of them. He never paid more than 215. I think they've been over 300 at a couple of points. So let me go and take a look at what Cosmo's doing right now. Meow. Oh, I got a packet. Oh, I got the protein.
You got it earlier.
Oh, thank you.
That one.
Oh, you did. Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it blows, I want to well. I got the protein. Oh, lordy. Okay, we're gonna put that right there. Okay. Okay, so Cosmo is $295 right now. That is pretty good. She has been over 300 a couple of times. I do expect her to rise up slowly but steadily. The mermaid drop is really cool. Very, very scarce. That'll do very, very well. But again, only like $9,600 are going into that ecosystem, so it's not a bunch of money. Oscar the Grouch, I think, is a little bit cooler than Cookie Monster because Oscar the Grouch is... well, I'm not gonna lie. Cookie Monster Origins, he was nightmare fuel. Like that man has some history. That monster has some history. Anyway, but Oscar the Grouch is just, I don't know, he's mean. He's grouchy. I like that stuff. Like, why do we all identify with Squidward? Why is Vegeta cooler? Because they're mean and they just, well, Vegeta like kills, like he literally commits genocide. So maybe he's not that cool. He's still kind of cool though. Anyway, he's still kind of cool. I think that Oscar the Grouch will do a little bit better than Cookie Monster. So how do you spell cookie? All right, I'm an idiot. Okay, I guess it's not how you spell that. All right, we're gonna go to the drops. I feel like it was months ago we got Cookie Monster, right? Also, my Veve app is not VVing. It's not doing the thing. All right, so let me go and go to the Play Store, see if there's an update. I don't think so. I think we just got one last week, which was for the search bar, which I really liked. All right, while I get this, I've been going on for 32 minutes. I am so sorry, guys. I'm going to go and ask everyone to smash that like button, but while I get to comments, that is a free way to help support the channel. And, yeah. Anyway. All right, where am I? Okay, all right. We're going to go. Terry Kahn says, when is this starting? Oh, yes, it is. So I was almost late, but I wasn't. Minted Drop says, hi Minted Drop. The RPM 87 says, starting right meow. Right fucking meow. Omi Child says, you demand. Oh, I thank you. I try sometimes. Doge Nation says, who farted though? Who farted? Yeah. Oh, water is the best beverage. Stample Cow says, you hit master this week. Yo, good for you. I'm going to hit master in... Veve app is still doing a thing. Why? Tell me why ain't nothing... Oh, here it is. Collectors at Heart. Yep. What we got here? I will get it in maybe 3 days. I have master already, but I'll be at rank number 47 in 3 days. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. RPM 87 says the Dashi farted. The Dashi. Omi Child says, which GrumpyCat coin did Binance tease? I noticed the other one was pumping. The one that the one that Pro the Doge is doing. The other one is not is no way associated with that. And I would, again, I mean, where I put my money is with the coin that Pro the Doge has taken it upon himself to go and push. So really excited about that. Where was I? Skinny Pete says, Big Daddy Chavez. That is the best nickname I've ever gotten. Shout out to K Collections for that. Stan says, is the Apple VR release a possible Veve partnership in the making? Thanks. Well, I mean, they technically already partner with Apple. Like, they needed to get on the store, the iOS store. So, and they talk fairly frequently. At least once a month, probably multiple times a month. In the beginning, they had talked with Apple like once a week. Now, I mean, from like the whispers I hear, there's the entire June 5th keynote is going to be really cool. But I also know that, whispers from what I hear, it's like they don't have like a wow app for it. Now maybe they do. Maybe they're keeping it under wraps, and maybe they're going and have, like, again, what I'll tell you this. For let's say when I was in high risk lending, everything that all the clients you had, I mean, obviously my clients from my cell phone, but the clients that were if you had other paper in there that they weren't your clients, it was like, oh, hey, see if this person needs money. Okay, I'll give them a call. When you did that, that paper had to stay in the office. And if you were to bring a backpack, if you were to do whatever, they checked it like before you left. Like, hey, don't steal the paper, don't do whatever. A lot of things in sales, a lot of people are addicts. Like I I remember in one place I was at where this guy would try not to ride the white horse every day until about 3:30, 4 o'clock, go in the bathroom and ride the white horse. And then he would come back, go, let's go. I was like, that was wild. Even like where I am now, like there was a dude literally sleeping like in his chair today. It was wild. It was insane. So when I go, what was this question? Oh yeah. So you could imagine that someone as big and secretive as like, let's say like Nintendo or whatever, but definitely Apple, that's like a multi-trillion-dollar company or just a trillion. Either way, big company. They're going to keep everything close to the chest. And the same way that Marvel goes and they say, oh, hey, we're going to give out 3 versions of the script and we're going to act out different parts. They told Tom Holland that when everyone's lining up, to pay homage to Tony Stark, they told him it was a wedding. So they, he stands there. He's like, in the background, just smiling. Like he didn't know what they were filming. You could imagine that some of the leaks are intentional, like Apple's like letting stuff leak so that false information comes out, and then maybe actual stuff does leak. Nobody really knows. But what I will say is that I'm trying to lower expectations. I'm trying to curb those expectations and be like, okay, and we'll play it both ways. Let's say Apple showcases a different partner. Let's say they showcase like Recur. Like they're not going to, guys. They're not. I will bet someone 10 million OMI that they do not showcase Recur. Anyway, but let's say that they do. Let's say they showcase a competitor. Hey, here's something that you could use in AR, and they don't show Veve. They show somebody else. Ooh, that's got a sting, right? Most probable scenario is that they showcase, I don't know, maybe someone Niantic, whatever it's called. Maybe they showcase something with, I don't know, just a different partner, whatever. But then let's be a little bit optimistic. Well, even in that base case where there's nothing really amazing shown, eventually, why would you not want to have like Veve stuff, like Disney stuff? They exclude Veve. Like forget Veve exists. Why would you not want to have like Disney stuff on your new app, on your new device? Especially the way some of this stuff looks. I think that'd be really cool. In conjunction with that, I would say that metaverse tokens have been pumping. Does OMI receive any benefit from that? Not exactly. Not really. Why? Because they're not on any exchanges, so they don't receive any of the pumps. This is partly why I also went into GrumpyCat. It's like, sometimes you have big catalysts. Like that movement we had from Bitcoin from like 14K or 15K, whatever, to like 29K. OMI received absolutely none of that pump. And I was like, all right, next time, like, I don't care. So I went into GrumpyCat. And now you have, and obviously I'm still buying OMI, of course. It's very, very cheap down here. But in the next scenario, let's say it's not Veve stuff. Let's say they show something from Cavernous that maybe isn't Veve. Again, Cavernous builds a lot of different things for a lot of different other companies. Veve is just one of them. And it's really hard to go and complete certain things. Again, Veveverse was delayed. Why? Well, they had mentioned, well, it's because you have thousands of collectibles that you have to go and render and switch to each one. And, it's hard. It takes time. And they have to do that while also serving like 7 other different masters. It's really, really hard. So maybe Cavernous goes in, which would be really cool. Maybe Cavernous goes in, they show something through that, but still no Veve. The next scenario would be, hey, they don't show anything really, but Veve will get on there in the future. I'm sure they will. But I would say the next scenario is, dude, if they showcase something with Veve, oh my god. Oh my good golly gosh. And again, I don't think they will, but if they do, if I am wrong, and they go and they say, oh, hey, now we'd like to, like, could you imagine Tim Cook going out there, or anyone going out there? It's like, and here is, something that's really special. Here is the first ever Mickey Mouse and Walt Disney on the blockchain. And then they show it, and they show, and not just that. We have, and we have stuff from Little Mermaid. We have stuff from Winnie the Pooh. We have the entire Disney library, and they go nuts. Oh my god, could you imagine if they show like Darth Vader and Luke with the and then Obi-Wan like, oh my god, I would lose my head. They could make this so freaking awesome. Like, what other stuff can do the stuff that our NFTs can? And again, even if they don't say NFTs, they just say on the blockchain. Oh my god. If you want to do something on the blockchain, you don't really want to use JPEGs. You'd want to use some other really cool stuff. Veve, I think, would make the most sense, but I think that'd be a little risky on Apple's part. It says, hey, we know how much money y'all make because they make a bunch on the gems. It says, but the app is maybe not ready yet. There's still some things that OMI doesn't have. Like, I don't know if Apple would really do that. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. Eddie Almeida says, yo, bro, do you know why Matt Gondek's Failure of Control has one burned edition? I don't know. Failure of Control. Let's take a look. Failure. Okay. Comment down below if you get that reference. Failure. $25. Really? Only $25? Yeah, one burned edition. I don't know why they have that. It's interesting. No idea. But that's cool, though. We've got some good stuff. Dog Boy says, Randy, did you buy any Cryptoys? Rita Baby and the stepson had a blast opening them. Definitely things to learn for Veve. So I did not. I feel like, okay, getting a green truck with the mint number on it. We're used to it. It's like, oh, cool. I remember back in the days, got the green truck instead of like, got the red, like next time. But yeah, I think it might behoove Veve at some point to go and make an animation, like actual box opening. I think that would be cool. I think that would be really fun. Do they have time for that right now? Not really. I'm very curious on how many, Dogboy, comment down below, how much of those Cryptoys sold. Because I'm very, very curious. I'm glad they had fun. I'm glad, and honestly, that's, I think what it's for. It's right now, it's fun. It's for them to raise a little bit of capital, and for them to go and for people to have fun. So, I hope they do well. I didn't get any. I did hear some people going and saying that, they like got logged out and they had issues, which again, you got to expect the first time they're doing this. So yeah, well, it's not the first time they're doing this actually. They've been doing this for like almost a year, right? But I mean, the first time they had like a major like Star Wars drop, So yeah. Omar says, "Good evening, Randy and Dish." Oh, good evening, Omar. I was like, oh, Omar, I found a picture of us that I don't. Oh, dude, like, did I look this good last year? I feel like I didn't, but I feel like I was yoked last year. Like, look, just girl. Anyway, so there's Foster, there's Omar, there's his friend Mike, I think, and there's somebody else that we met. But yeah, yeah, dude, goddamn, I was a beefcake. What? I don't remember being like that. I don't know what was going on. From the, yep, at the moment, away to swap, grid, yep, eat, yep, okay, can, whatever. Nope, definitely not doing that. Anyway, where's that? Walrus King says, yo, Randy, what up, Walrus King? How's it going, fam? Yeah, Randy. Darth Chaos says, hello there. Oh, General Darth Chaos. Rafael Garcia says, vote Loki uncommon. Oh, what do you got? What do you got in the vote Loki uncommon section? All right, let's. Oh, well, I don't want Discord. Okay, we're gonna go here. Go to the market. Comics. This is gonna be forever. Can I even? I can't. I can't search. Why can't we search for comics? Is the vote Loki if it's a Z and I can go from Z to A, if it's a V. Oh yes, it is. Okay, cool. Vote Loki uncommon is 444. Nice. Vote Loki common is 247. Nice, nice. Yeah, Vote Loki. Yeah, that was pretty legit. The uncommon looks pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever really looked at that before. Yeah, that's pretty dope. It's a nice heckin' lookie right there. Mm-hmm. Moving on. Faded 316 says, I collect Veve NFTs, but where are you guys going to buy OMI? What exchange? So the last few times I've bought OMI for like the last couple months, I have just been off of people on the Veve app. So it would be going and saying, oh, hey, you'd have to find someone that has OMI on the Veve app, but I think me and Wes like cleared them out. I don't think there's any more people. I was like, oh, hey, send me your OMI and I'll give you Venmo, PayPal, what, Cash App, whatever. And then I'd pay them. So it'd be OTC deals. Before you ask, yes, David did say it was okay. They don't offer OMI as like a service or like a product, so it was cool for us to do it. But Bid4X, if you're looking for an exchange, that's probably the easiest one, at least for Americans. I think in Canada you use Sendex. So take your pick. Big A says, I buy all my OMI on MetaMask with Uniswap. Just swap ETH for OMI. You could do that as well. If that's easier for you, it's easy. Beta says, OMI will be used to buy what? NFTs on Veve? Well, partly, yeah. So you'll be able to go, and that's the first thing to come, actually, will be OMI to NFT. You'll be able to use that to buy other people's NFTs, and then you'll be able to go and say, oh, hey, what is this drop? And then you'll be able to use your OMI, swap it for, I don't know what it's going to be now, but let's say, bronze tickets. And then they say, okay, well, instead of smashing the buy now button, you can go and buy $1 worth of tickets with OMI. Each ticket is $1, so you could put X amount of OMI, however much it costs for $1, to buy a ticket, and you can do that however many times to get you another spot. Because let's say there's a 10,000 mint drop, and I don't know the exact numbers on this, but let's say a third goes to people that are in the queue. Let's say a third goes to people spending MCP points, and a third goes to people using their OMI. So if you use your OMI to buy these tickets, and you use these tickets, you can almost, I wouldn't say guarantee yourself another collectible, but you can go and say, oh, hey, I have a lot more chances now to get this collectible because, I'm using so many tickets. I'm getting that more spots, out of this pool. And if you have I would say if you have that, that's going to be really good too, because for the bronze tickets or whatever they decide to use, they don't come back to you. Like if you spend money on OMI and you bet 50 tickets, that OMI's burned. Those tickets don't come back to you, and yeah, you essentially burn it. So I'm very, very excited for that. And how does it compare to MCP? It's going to be a lot of the same. I think there's going to be a little bit more for OMI than for MCP, but they are going to roughly be the same. Like if it's for what, like how twins, like, oh, if let's say like Fred and George, from Harry Potter. If Fred gets a sweatshirt with an F knitted on it, George is going to get a sweatshirt with a G knitted on it. Like, so what it's like the Naboo and the Naboo and the Gun-Guns, where Obi-Wan says, you and the Naboo form a symbiont circle. What happens to one affects the other. You must understand this. Like, what happens to MCP will also probably likely happen to OUP as well. Or loyalty. Mr. 100 says, Marvel Mighties are beginning to have a cult following. Cosmos sitting at 300 gems tells a story in this bear market. Yeah, dude, I remember one of my first jobs after high school. It was Cutco. And this was after high school. Obviously, I worked all through high school at La Focaccia, East Village Green Animal Hospital, Levittown Animal Hospital. And this is like a first sales job position. And I remember at the time, it was like 2009. This guy, Mike Cosquet, I got to get him on the podcast. He was one of the first 100 people on Facebook because he went to school with Mark Zuckerberg. It was literally like down the hall from him, and he'd be great to get on the podcast. Anyway, um, he says, well, they only sell those knives to people that work full time, and they're like, okay, well, we grew from last year to this year by like an X amount. So he goes and says, like, what recession? So I want to use that here, where we go and you have other companies that are bleeding money. You have most of the people that were at NFT NYC in 2021 not there in 2022. Even people that had raised millions of dollars, like a couple million, but still, what happens with that? Well, what, um, yeah, when Veve goes and they sell $183,000 in 90 minutes of Marvel Mighties, things that last I checked, they did not have. I'd have to go back 2 weeks ago. Actually, I'll do that for you because I did a poll. I think on the, but I did a poll. Maybe it was. Oh, I hope I screenshotted it and it wasn't something that just but it was a poll asking people, oh hey guys, how many Marvel Mighty sets do you have? And everyone was like, I think like 40% didn't have any Marvel Mighty sets, and I was like, what? Like I understand not getting like Eternals. I crap on that license so much. I have all the Eternals, by the way. But let's say it's like Deadpool. Nobody knows who Dogpool is, or Headpool's not even on there. Kidpool's not on there either. Or Zombie Deadpool, or Lady Deadpool. I feel like some people know because she's hot and she's a meme. Whatever they skip. Like I understand not getting certain things, but how do you not get the Chimichanga truck? It's a full set. It used to be for like $11, like 17 now. But still, full set for that. Or Captain Carter, get a full set. It used to be like $17, like $30 now. But most people didn't even have one full Marvel Mighty set. Like I can understand not getting the Spider-Man one, because Spidey 2099, Miguel O'Hara, he's like almost $400. That is a lot to and that's just one. Complete the set. He's the most expensive Marvel Mighty. Maybe Rocket becomes more expensive because he's going to be super scarce. But yeah, Miguel O'Hara is the most expensive Marvel Mighty. So I was like, guys, how do you not do that? How do you not get them? But people don't, and I feel like if I did that poll now, that would be very different. I feel like that would be a very different poll. And I'm trying to look for the last one. Should I do that now? Oh wait, here it is. Nope. That was a gauntlet. That was a gauntlet thing. Wow, it must have been a while because I'm scrolling way back to where you won't belong. All right. I guess I just will not find it. Oh well. Angels in the Outfield. But yeah, now they're again Cosmo. Now here's something that is maybe a little bearish. You have Cosmo. Or let's wind the clocks back a couple months to last year, and you had Namor from the Black Panther movie. That is, what is Namor? 1,000 mints, so 910 of them, and Namor pumped up to like 385, almost 400. Now at the time, Namor was the scarcest Marvel Mighty, and then which quickly became Shuri because Shuri is like 880 ish. And Shuri's up to like 290, or I think Shuri's down now to like 2 something. But Shuri was up to close to $300 recently, because up until this drop, she was the scarcest. And she looks really good too. Like, she looks really good. So when you go and you take a look at Cosmo, which has a lot less mints than Namor, he's not as high. Now, obviously, we had just gotten him, we had just gotten Namor literally yesterday. So it hasn't really had time to marinate in the market. And Namor's high had been, after a couple weeks. So I think she'll definitely stay above 300 at some point. Because again, people are going to want, I don't think, I'm really sad I don't have 2 of these. I'm only going to have one rocket. But again, my new whale bought 3. You had somebody there on Facebook that bought 8. I think there's going to be, at first, 700 people or less that will go and get Rocket. So you'll have less than 700 donors. Now, I'm not just counting people that have double so far. I'm also counting people that after May 31st or on May 31st, they're like, oh, they took the snapshot, let me sell now before it crashes, because it will. And then what's going to happen? People are going to sell it before the snapshot's taken, and they're not going to have it. And then, what's going to happen? Are they going to buy one in the market? I don't know. It depends how much he goes for. Rocket's, he's going to be very, very, I think he's going to be the scarcest one ever. I really love Rocket. I don't know. I don't know if Rocket holds $300. Shuri Black Panther's not. Or she is now. She's like 6 months old. But Shuri Black Panther looks really good. Rocket looks like Tom Nook from Nintendo. Even Cosmo the dog. I think Cosmo's really cute. A lot of people don't like her. But again, I love her. I love this set. I wish I was... I will get more. I will get a bunch of sub 100s at some point. It's just going to have to be either next month or even next quarter, because I really have to get back to buying OMI. I don't know how much longer it's going to be down here. Ooh, Veve has posted. Yo, Dr. Rolex.e says, I just hit level 96, and in less than 20 days, it'll be level 97, and so on and so forth. Just hit 286 total sets with 10,095 collectibles. And then Veve Digital Collectibles responds with Groot slapping his hands. Slap, 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 clap, clap, clap. Anyone ever watch Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, Bulby? Anyway, this is unreal. This is amazing. This is Veve. I was making a reference to the movie 300 with, this is madness. I was like, there's Sparta. And, Sparta kicks him down the well. Oh, God, that was so cool. Veve being active on Twitter today. This guy, Ellis Mbe, has an actual scepter. That's really cool. Loki scepter and Veve Digital Collectibles, responding in kind. Whoever's in charge of their Twitter, good for you. You are doing the Lord's work there. Oh my God, this looks cool. Han Dubin says it's got the. Oh my God! So he has Luke, but he has Miles Morales over the Luke, because you have Miles with a lightsaber. That's the only way you can do it. Partner statue in the back, and one of the secret rare dragons in the back as well from Monster Hunter. That's amazing. That's really cool. I'm sorry. I'm getting into these Twitter notifications. I will stop now. Moving on. Where was I? But yes, Mr. 100 sets. All of these Marvel Mighties. I was talking with someone before who's going... Oh, I can't say that. Well, anyway, I was talking with someone before who is he subscribes to the notion that they're also going to do something with Marvel Mighties, and I'm starting to think. I also feel like, say it enough times and they'll believe it. Like, I feel like that's what's happening to me. Like, are they really going to do something, or have I just been saying the same things over and over in my head and I'm starting to believe it? It would make sense. I honestly would be disappointed if they gave all of these first appearances to the Marvel Mighties and them not doing anything with the Mighties. Like, I would be, yeah, like, okay, like, why do that? Why give all these first appearances to these chibi characters, which not a lot of people like to... I love them now. I always collected them, but yeah, why? Tell me why. Yeah. Judah Lion. Ooh, what that? Oh, sorry. I had hair on me, and I was like, oh. Judah Lion says, yeah, Randy, 4chan Token has their own Discord now. Exchanges are on the way. There are only on Uniswap currently. We got quadrillions of tokens, and if they do a major burn, it's gonna get interesting. I think so too. Yeah, that'd be great. I only bought 500 of it. So maybe I'll get more. If GrumpyCat goes up before 4chan, I will, do that. That'll be great. But, ooh, excuse me. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh my God, these hiccups. But if 4chan blows before GrumpyCat, then great. I'll take some out and I'll get more GrumpyCat. Or at this point, I should really just put it in my bank account because my bank account is low. It's super low. Big A says Kobe collects about 120 blind boxes. Oh my God. And yes, he profited because he got 8 Cosmos and a 616 Drax. That's amazing. Dude, Kobe, oh God, my body, the man. Ooh, all right, there we go. Ugh. Sorry, I did shoulders today and now I'm just trying to stretch and it's not working. I'm so hungry now too. I might get Taco Bell later. I don't need it. Rafael Garcia says, ladies up 18%. Supposedly Elon tweeted about it a while back. I don't know what ladies is, but I am curious. Onyx Side, says, how do you feel about Apple VR event? I mean, this is great for the space, no matter how you slice it. I know I was a little salty before that, oh, hey, all these other metaverse tokens are getting a big pump, and OMI's not. But, again, this is really good for the space. You get into the metaverse, you'll do research, and a lot of smart money will come to Veve. So I'm very excited about that. Omar Kazaja says, nice shirt. Oh, why, thank you, Omar. Oh, what is this? Is this a Taco Bell shirt that I have? Oh, yeah, look at that. What? Oh, I can't even see. But yes, that is a Taco Bell shirt that Omar had given me because he is the man and I love him. Yes. Got a shout out to Omar. Zan says, would you choose a Apple VR release using Veve NFTs or a Binance listing for OMI? Oh God. Well, see, the Apple, the keynote is on the 5th. I think that's on Monday. In like two Mondays, like a week and a half, a week from Monday. And I want to get more OMI before that. I would say Veve stuff. Because again, like Binance listing, I feel like suddenly I'd be a millionaire again, but yeah, Veve would be great. I'd sell some NFTs. I'd cash out. I'd get some OMI. Maybe I'd sell another 1 or 2 of my Lukes. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of stuff that I have there, I just kind of want. Like if they are going to do something with Marvel Mighties, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna sell them now. But the Binance list for OMI would be great, but I feel like I don't have as much as I want yet. I want to have 200 million. Honestly, I probably could have gotten it had I not done these Lukes and had I not, like, I would probably, I'd be at 180 million. I wouldn't be at 172, I'll tell you that. Jordan Riz, I think, has 180. But yeah, I would have so much more. But, if this GrumpyCat thing works out like I think it will, 200 million should be well before the end of Q4, like hopefully early Q4 or even late Q3. And then I'll be really, really happy. Yeah. I say that. It's like, will you be happy? It's like when Pepper Potts, we're, talking to Tony Stark and Tony says, like, I could put it in a chest and put it at the bottom of the lake. And then Pepper says, but would you be able to sleep? And then, oh my God, at the end of the movie where she's like, you can rest now, Tony. It's okay. Oh my God, my feels. Sorry. Moving on. Sandbox says, do you think the DeSantis fanboys will boycott Disney NFTs? Yes. Yes, I think so. How many DeSantis fanboys are there? I mean, in Florida, there's quite a lot. Well, but again, that's for a bunch of different reasons. I mean, it's not just for Disney. I think everyone is like, okay, we'll let the Disney thing slide. I mean, some don't. Some are very, very passionate, and they say like, nah, bro, nothing Disney. And I mean, obviously, I love Disney, but you really have to try to understand where other people are coming from, and it's like, okay, well, for some in some ways, I mean, Disney's just has been shark. Like, you don't get to where Disney is without being a shark, without having a line of monsters that work for you. And I mean that in the best way. I mean that, like, you don't get taken advantage of. You know what you got. Like, and sometimes they crush the competition, which again I like. But you have some of the stuff that Disney does that maybe isn't for everyone. Um, and I feel like you have this really big. You have a lot of tribalism where it's not just, oh, hey, I'm a part of this political party and you're part of that political party. And but that doesn't matter. You probably are part of that party because you believe that that party's policies are the best for humanity. Well, I'm over here on this political side because I believe that these policies are best for myself and my family and humanity. And that's the way my friend Josh and Greg are. They are complete opposites on the political spectrum, but they're really good friends. It's the same way. I remember at the whale dinner I had in at New York Comic Con. It was me and my boy Ernie, but everyone else was talking about gun control, and I was like, no, no, I love my guns. And like me and my boy Ernie, we were completely outnumbered. Like, a lot of the whales are Democrats. It's like, God damn it! It's like, I think we're outnumbered here. And the not that I'm like Mr. Staunch super Republican or anything. I'm fairly libertarian, a big Ron Paul fan back in the day. But what you have a lot is some people say, like, oh, you're this party, that means you're XYZ. And it's like, oh my God, like, it doesn't. Now, some people, sure, yeah, but it's like, and I feel like some people don't really know what words mean, where they're just like, you should die. Like, okay, you think that this person, just because they're on this side of the party, you think that they should die, and you think that, their wife should be a widow, and their kids will grow up without, like, a father, mother, whatever. And like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you say that? Like, that's horrible. Um, but same thing on the other side too, back and forth. And it's like, oh my God, oof, these are big oofs. Um, how many of them are going to take it to that level where they refuse to go and watch something Disney because they love DeSantis that much? I don't know, maybe tens of thousands of people, but y'all know there's like millions of people in the world, right? like billions, and everyone loves Disney, so it's the happiest place on earth. Um, I would say that regardless of how many DeSantis fanboys there are, and there are a good amount, he's way behind the polls. He will not beat Trump. Trump will be the nominee. But for how many that there are, DeSantis is not forever. DeSantis will probably stay in Florida and be powerful and have connections and stay relevant in Florida for a long time. But Disney was here before DeSantis. They'll be here long after he's gone. It's only temporary. And again, there's only so many people that are going to be, huzzah DeSantis so much. People in China, I don't think care about DeSantis. People in Australia, I don't think care about DeSantis. I feel like even people in the U.S. are just like, I don't care. It's Florida. Like, I'm just going to worry about my state over here, and they probably don't even care. So I don't think that has any meaningful negative impact on Disney or Veve NFTs. I think that amount would just be very, very small, very, very minuscule. Oh, where was I? Minted Drop says, Randy, you'll always be my grumpy cat. Oh, thank you so much. Meow, meow. Mr. 100 says Disney needs to get away from this woke nonsense. It's bad for business. Yeah. But yeah. C King 71 says, Randy, year-long listener and fellow Long Islander, 715 NFTs and haven't sold any yet, solely focusing on long-term positioning. Do you think Veve will ever reward holding collectibles for, say, 1 year? Yes. Okay, so glad you asked this. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, congrats. It's 9:17 when you asked that. Ooh, it's 9:40 now. Ooh, I need more water. Water's the move, boys. Hydro homies. Anyway, Yes. So on the original OMI development roadmap, you went on and you said, or it went on and said, okay, if you stake your OMI for, a quarter, every single quarter you get airdrop NFTs, and that's for every quarter. And then if you stake it for a year, you get the super epic drop that super rare, super scarce. At least for the depending on what level you are. And when you go and you say, okay, the collectibles rewarding holding collectibles for a year, if they're doing that for OMI, most likely they'll do that for the Veve NFTs as well for MCP. I think that's something. Yes. But I don't know if they're going to do it for NFTs, but they're doing that for OMI. They're probably going to do it for NFTs as well. Dogboy says, I think that they sold over 50,000 at $40. Oh, whoa! So they sold a lot, those Cryptoys. Damn, they went hard. So that's really really good. That's really exciting for them. Like that they let you leave the collectibles boxed as a collector item or unboxed to use in the metaverse. That's also really cool. I would like that as well. I would definitely like that from Veve as well. Because like the licensor shouldn't care if they're getting the money, Prince Toby says this may sound like a ridiculous idea, but you should interview Robert L. Hines, the actor for Toby Jones in Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. He actually made a rap about cryptocurrency, so it would be fitting. Let me take a picture of that. Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. I heckin' love that one. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Veve Digital Collectibles says, how did you two do that? Sailor's dad got a secret rare. Oh my god, and a 313. I don't know what that is, but congrats to you, Sailor's dad, who is... Oh, I'm following him. Says, how did you two do that? Oh, that's great. Anyway, where am I? Oh, hold on. Sergio Comics. Sergio says, who likes free money? Oh, okay. I'm talking about the Little Mermaid. Okay. Should I read this? Yeah, I'll read it. All right. Well, Sergio says Little Mermaid drop is going to make some people extremely happy tomorrow. $15, 200 editions, collectible 800 supply, instant 10x is the minimum this will go for. So Sergio collects is of the opinion that these are going to go for $150 each. I don't know if they'll do that. I don't know if I can get behind that prediction. I think that would be great, especially if I get one. But that seems like, I don't know, seems like a lot. Sandbox says, what's the complete name for Rocket the Raccoon? In Marvel Mighties, you'll be able to, once you get the entire Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Mighties. So I'll show you which one it is in a second, so it's not confusing. So this one, when you go to Marvel Mighties and you see Drax over there with his knives, looking really dope, that's the set. And obviously you got to get all of them. You got to get the Foster Hilt, you got to get the Nebula, got to get the Tree, got to get Mantis, Cosmo, and then Drax. And then obviously, but again, to get this is going to be kind of expensive because Cosmo's $294. That's a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. So yeah. Moving on. Bill Garner says, what up? Yo, what up, Bill Garner? How's it going, fam? Hope you're doing well. Blockchain Menace says, we just need OMI to NFTs. We will get that probably, I'm hoping in Q3. Lord, please let us get that in Q3. Oh, I've been hot. Like, I've been on that meme, Titanic. It's been 84 years. I feel like I've been hodling for 84 years. Maybe not that long, but it feels like a long time. Stephen Duarte says, Mr. Randy Crow. Caw. Prince Toby says, ever think someone is going to try and go through all these streams, see your political opinions, and attempt to cancel you? Because I can totally see someone becoming your Vegeta like rival and doing that. I mean, if they have the time, oh my god, I stream so much. There's got to be like a year's worth of content that I've made. Like a year, probably a year. Because again, I've been doing Veve stuff for like 2 years. but I started in 2020. Like I've been doing this 3 years now. I started in March of 2020, like right before the pandemic or during the pandemic, whatever. Um, and I was going and I was talking about anything. I mean, it was Pokemon, Tesla, and then a random, like a political one or what have you. Um, and then I would do an Earth 2 one in December when that came out. Um, so yeah, I've probably done, I would say, like a year's worth of content. Like if you had like, yeah, it was a lot because I would do 4 videos a day. God, that was, my life was very, very not good. It was very, very hectic. Like that aged me like quite a lot. But yeah, so somebody, if they really wanted to, they could go, they could go and of course, do that. And I'm sure I've said some not good things or some, like, whatever. But when talking for a year, I mean, at least I've been talking for 3 years, but I mean, in those times, like for a year on, I mean, if they watch it at like 1.5 times speed, probably fine. They can do it faster, but yeah, yeah, I'm sure. So if they do, like, I wouldn't even be mad. Like, wow, you are dedicated, and it gives me some watch time, so I think that's cool. Mr. 100 says, is waiting for OMI to NFT. We'll spend 20 million OMI tokens on the market tomorrow. Really? I'm gonna go and take a picture of that as well. Watch and you'll see. Okay. Terry Kansas is looking for Golden Toby 666. Is that even a thing? All right, hold on. I feel like if I just search Toby, it won't come up. Show results. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Maybe if I search in the collectibles. Or maybe golden? Oh, if I put golden, there's a bunch of golden moments that are going to come up. Which they have. Why is the Mad Hatter golden? I don't know why he's under that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Is it going to be in the market? It's a secret rare, right? All right, let me go and filter by secret rare. All right, applying these filters. We're going to find this Toby. Oh, here it is, right here. And you want the 666, right? Let's see what we got. Yeah. 331. 6. There is no 666. I don't know who has it. Somebody has it. Not me. $51 for that. That's pretty nice. No, where was I? Bill Gardner says, Quill up to 625. Yo, Peter Quill, get that bread. Steve Duarte says, the scarecrow photo I was referring to, epic. Oh, right. Someone did a video and I was a scarecrow and everyone else had a line but me. I guess in that year's worth of content, there was no line that I could say that was fine like that. I don't know. That was really fun. VV Magic's in that. K Collections is in that. And then obviously the VV team. There's good times. Ooh. Hiccups. Flickerbit says an AI bot will be able to analyze all your videos in an afternoon. That is a good point. Oh god, my body. That is a really good point. Because you can have ChatGPT go and be like, oh yes, I'll let you be able to search all the internet's videos, and it can do a really good job. It could do very, very efficiently. Very excited. Okay, Wes mentioned me in a comment on Instagram talking about the only way to create wealth. I'm just gonna give that a like because he's a good dude. He's a good egg. All right, so something that was asked to me today, I would like to go over. I was going to save this for tomorrow. Oh, Jesus. Okay, hold on. I'm going to save this for tomorrow. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll go and try to find the message. Nope, not that one, not that one, not that one. You think Yoda is more popular than Han Solo? Because me and a friend were talking about Luke, and he's like, oh, Randy, you spent a lot of money on Luke. I was like, I know, I didn't mean to. And he's like, well, what happens when the next Star Wars character comes out? Like what happens when Leia comes out? Luke will go down. I was like, listen, my friend, There is no like Leia's an OG character. We all love her. We all save the princess. Her that slave Leia outfit is to die for. But no way is she more popular than Luke. There's in no world does her coming out negatively affect Luke's price in such a way where she's more popular that everyone sells Luke for her. Will some people that have multiple Lukes and don't have enough gems for her sell one or two Lukes for her? Maybe, and maybe that could happen. But that could happen with any collectible. But I don't think it would really be Leia. And then they're saying, okay, well, what about Han? And they were talking about Han Solo and like Yoda. I was like, they're saying what other characters? Like, okay, well, we already have Vader, and he's like the most popular Star Wars character. I think like the most popular villain ever. I was like, okay, well, on par with Luke Skywalker, I would say, Ahsoka Tano, Yoda, they're really cool. I think a lot of people really like them. Thrawn's kind of new. I feel like not too many people really know about Thrawn. Boba Fett's cool. We have him, and he's done okay. Din Djarin is really good. Baby Yoda is really good. Because they've had seasons for a lot of people. There's a lot of content with that. Darth Maul is really cool as well. He was in Clone Wars. Rebels, all that. Obi-Wan, obviously. We already have Obi-Wan. He's like, no, Han? He's like, well, Han's good. He's like, is Yoda more popular than Han? I was like, listen, we all love Han Solo. He is who every man wants to be. He's a pilot. He's a gun runner. He's a smuggler. He's got a pet giant dog. And he gets with Leia. Like, he's a Chad. And he's Harrison Ford. We love him. Even if he hasn't seen any of the Marvel MCU. We still love him. And he'll be in the MCU. He'll be the new Thunderbolt Ross. And he'll be president in Captain America 4. I think he might even have a cameo in Secret Invasion. Anyway, I was like, and he's great. We love him. He's flawed. Like, we think we could be him. None of us will ever be him, but we could be. Like, that type of thing is obtainable. Yoda is not obtainable. No one will ever be as wise as Yoda, ever. Like, you don't live for 900 years and it's impossible. Not only that, his Jedi powers far exceed, I would say, everyone except for maybe Luke's. Where Luke, I think, is the most powerful Force user. But okay, well, why is Yoda so powerful? Why do we love him? Okay, like, he's always been amazing, especially when Luke was young. He completely outclassed him. But you have Yoda in the second movie in Attack of the Clones. Dooku fires lightning at him. Yoda sends it back like a boss. Like, he just does the Fox down B attack and sends it back. And then Dooku tries lightning again, and then Yoda just absorbs it. Like, Yoda's using a lot of agility and force powers, and it's like, you know what? I'm going to absorb this lightning energy and, make it give me... Like, he's using that... Like, remember androids in Dragon Ball Z? You couldn't fire energy beams at them because they would heal health. That's how they used to heal themselves and recharge. Yoda recharged without having, like, a little hole in his hand. That is a god-tier Jedi move. Yoda is so super powerful. It is so... Like, he's the best. Like, he's like the best Jedi. I don't care. I know Luke's, probably like more popular, but Yoda is that powerful. He's that strong. Like, we love him. So yes, more popular than Han. But those are the only other things that I could think of that would really kind of give Luke like a run for money. If Yoda was really cool, had a cool animation, we already have Yoda's lightsaber, so think that'd be fun. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? Who asked me about? I don't even know. Terry Collins is all good. He said Pratt is married to Schwarzenegger's daughter. Chris Pratt? Oh, that's dope. That's cool. Love Chris Pratt. Will Gardner says, what if they drop Millennium Falcon? I'm going to be broke. Oh, dude. Yeah, so if they drop Han, Chewie, Millennium Falcon, I mean, it is Star Wars month. We only have a week left, so I don't know. But yeah, if that happens, that's going to be it's going to be really great. I won't have anything. Because I like I said, I won't have anything. I won't get anything because I can't. I've already put out everything on these Lukes, and I will get another Luke. Oh, God, I'm so tired. But yeah, people would really go for him really, really hard. Bogar says, what if they drop Millennium? Oh, I just read that. Colty says, what would you choose ROI wise, Randy? 1 secret rare Luke or 17 rare animated Lukes for the same price? Excuse me. I would say 17 rare animated Lukes for the second price. Why? What's the difference between secret rare Luke and ultra rare Luke? The mint numbers, like the one pose is like this, and the other one is like this. This. I'm not gonna make that motion too many times. I just farted. So sorry. Um, there's not much difference. Like if you really want to get down to it, outside of the pose, just some of the mint numbers. I don't know the exact mint numbers offhand. It's 900 something and 500 something. But again, you have to go and you have to take a look. You have to minus 90 because you do. Secret rare Luke, 519 mints, which means 429. That is insanely scarce, especially it's Luke. 429. Ultra rare Luke, 925, which means 835. So let's do 35 plus 429. That is 1,264 Lukes that are not animated. That is scarce. That is not a lot of him. The ultra rare. I'm not gonna lie. The ultra rare is kind of like, I can't say that. Odd man out. Let's say it's not the secret rare. It's not the scarcest, although it is pretty heckin' rare. It's not the scarcest, but it is still pretty scarce. But then the rare animated Luke. Listen, this has a lot of room. It's dropped down to $92. That has a lot of room to run. Why? Because that is the most amount of Lukes. And that being said, there's fewer Lukes than there are Darth Vader. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Darth Vader's floor is over 5x the retail price, and Luke right now is only 1.5x the retail price, not even 2x. Luke has a lot of room to grow, and the Darth Vader animated sub 100s are 10x the price of the floor. Now that this is down to 92, I guess so is Luke's, but again, Luke's floor price is only 1.5x away from the actual price. So whereas Darth Vader's sub 100 price is 50x the floor, what is 1.5 times 9? So Luke's is only like 13, 14. It's not that much. Let me see if Luke's price, the sub 100s, have fallen at a commensurate rate. It has not. The cheapest is 900. The cheapest sub 50 is that guys. I'm not going to be able to get it. The number 47 is there for $1,500. It says 14.99. It's 1,500. That is undervalued because the number 46, I don't know if it was bought, but it was there for like 1,900, $2,000. That was either taken down or that was bought. I would have sold my Veve logo to buy the 46, to buy the 47, and to help me buy the 42. Now I already have the 48. That's why. Yo, my man. He just bought. My man just has now. He has 94 million OMI. Got any money into GrumpyCat? Oh god. Oh my god, I have such fat fingers. Okay, there we go. So what was I saying? So yeah, Colty, the rare animated Lukes have let's say this. What's gonna do a 4x first? Okay, what is the secret rare Luke? Like 1750 maybe? God, secret rare Luke's 1939. Oh my god. It wasn't even out for like 2 hours. All right, so secret rare Luke at 1939 is heckin' insane, but that's where we are. Let's see, what's the cheapest sub 100? 2,700. Jesus. So anyway, 1939 for secret rare Luke. What is that times 4? Let's just take a look here. So at $77,756, right? That's a lot. Now, I'm not saying it won't get there eventually in a bull market. Yeah, absolutely. But Luke times 4 is $368. It is much easier for Luke to 4x rare. Why are people so obnoxious? It is much easier for the rare Luke to 4x than it is for the secret rare to 4x. That secret rare, again, I'm not saying it won't get to $7,700. It will at some point. But the Luke going to 368, much easier. It's going to have a much easier time. So yeah, I would say 17 rare animated Lukes. Mm-hmm. Blockchain Menace says Yoda is the only one left in that Grail status. Yeah, he is, and I hope we don't get him till next year, because dropping all of these Grails before people get in, and when people get in, they're like, oh, you guys were early, you guys were lucky, and yeah, we are lucky, but people are gonna be salty. I feel like they should wait for that for everyone. Lagarde says Grogu would give Luke a run for his money. Everyone loves, dude. Women love Grogu. Everyone loves Grogu. I think, yeah, he'd be really cool. Colties, I agree. Rare is much better by price wise at the moment. Agreed. Rare is, and again, Brock McBlockchain had said yesterday. I made a video about it this morning. I want to. Oh, hold on. Wait a tick here. One more. Oh my God, my man has 94 million OMI. He's about to get 100. Love the conviction, brother. I'm at 172 million OMI. I will use the profits from GrumpyCat to go and get 180 million OMI and beyond. I think I can reach 200 million before the end of the year, as long as the price stays down. However, I don't believe we stay down here. I think Q4 will be the start of our run. So yeah, I'll read what I'll read what Brock had said the other day, because I think it's important, and I didn't really go over it as much as I would have liked to this morning, because it was just a video. It wasn't a big thing. Oh, he had a swim up today. I forgot. I've been so busy at work. I've not been able to. So yeah, Brock yesterday had said, just being transparent, going to probably sell my Luke. I think he did. Says the animation is cool, but is being pumped all over Twitter, and it feels gross to own one. Same thing happened with Spider-Man Secret Rare. So for those of you that have not seen my video this morning, I'll go over this. Brock had correctly called the top for Spider-Man, where he's like, this is pumping out of control, it's way too much. I think he sold it for like $50-something thousand. So he did good. That being said, that was in a bull market. We are now in a bear market. That had dropped so significantly. Again, Spider-Man had gone up to 100K. But the reason why we don't have that worry that Luke will drop from 100K to $5,000, the reason we don't, the Spider-Man, is because that was Spider-Man in a bull market, and then now we have Spider-Man in a bear market. We're already in a bear market. So Luke going and dropping 95% is just not feasible. I will make this declaration now. Luke Rare will never drop 95%. I myself will keep that afloat. Like, you have my guarantee with that. You will never see Luke go down as much as Spider-Man. Like, you just never will. Like I said, I will guarantee that myself. I'm talking about the Luke Rare. Because I'll buy it all if it drops 50%. I don't know. Well, maybe not that, because that would be a lot. I don't think I have that much money. But I'll buy them all before it drops there. That being said, when Brock has he had also mentioned, let me go and say this. Floor, more transparency, pretty sure. No, okay. All right. Somebody says I also think somebody said I also think a whale or two is manipulating this market right now, causing the FOMO and false pump, which that may very well have happened. I don't know. I can't speak for that. I haven't had like a private conversation with anyone that says like, yo, let's buy all this up. I wish I had that. That'd been great, but I have not had any of those conversations. So anyway, Brock had said, yeah, I don't even really like Star Wars. I just thought the animation was cool, etc. Not trying to bash anyone. He said, when hold to moon groups start, I'm out unless it's something I really like. Again, if any of these hold to moon groups start, I haven't seen one. Apparently, there had been rumblings about one that Brock had heard of, and that I guess was a catalyst for him to go and sell, which is fine. If you think this is the top, and again, if you're making a profit, and no one go broke by taking a profit. You taking a profit, you good. But I want to focus on where he says I don't even really like Star Wars, which is fair. I would say most people in the world either haven't seen Star Wars or probably don't like it. That being said, there are millions, maybe hundreds of millions of people that do love it. So it doesn't matter if 7 billion people, or let's say like 5 billion, let's say more than half the world doesn't know or doesn't like or doesn't care for Star Wars. You still have hundreds of million people that freaking do. So that being said, when Brock says I don't even like Star Wars, I'm unsure if he knows of the cult. I mean, you have a massive following, but Star Wars, I think, is the number in the top 5 movie franchises of all time. For like 40 years, you don't stay that relevant without being awesome and without have a die-hard fan base. The same way that people love Spider-Man, the most popular superhero, people love Star Wars, and they will get anything Star Wars, especially Luke Skywalker. Especially Luke. I mean, nerds just have this thing, like, God, yeah. So I think that short term, Brock may be right, and maybe Luke does go down a little bit, rare, ultra rare, secret rare, whatever. You could have a gem squeeze. You could have some bad news in the macro. I think that a lot of these people with TA have been like, oh, Bitcoin's still going to go down to 14,000. Like, oh yes, I 100% believe that. I even though I said that Bitcoin was supposed to go down to 9 to 12,000, and now it's not. And OMI was supposed to also go down to point not 9. I was wrong there, but I'm not wrong here. Bitcoin will totally go down to 14,000. I swear it will. I swear. If it's not, I'm gonna get a flipping gun of it. Anyway, you have a bunch of people that, and we could have a leg down. Does Bitcoin go down to 14,000? I doubt it. But you could have another leg down, and that could negatively affect Veve NFTs. And Luke might have some negative news body armor on, where it might not affect him as much, but a big enough scare in the markets, it's going to take Luke down with it. So it could be right there, but in the long term, doesn't matter. Like, no. And if you're going to keep it for a few years, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's my other opinion on it. Whatever happens in the short, like I'm letting you guys know now, I am overpaying for this Luke number 43 rare. He is not worth $2,900. I'm doing that just so I can complete my 43 rare set. Like, I do not believe Luke rare 43 is worth anywhere close to that. Would he be worth, again, I paid $2,200 for the secret rare. Could he be worth like $2,000? Sure. Yeah, that's fine. it's almost $3,000. Like this is not worth it. It's worth it to me because I made the commitment, I gave my word, and I already have the other stuff. It's gonna be the lowest matching mint set ever right now. But I'm letting you know he is not worth it at this price. At least not right now. In bull market, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'm doing this, and I don't think it's worth it. There's gonna be other people like, yeah, totally worth it. Yeah, it's great. And again, if that number 47 is still there at the end of June, I will get him as well, because I think that one is undervalued. Anyway, where was I? Smarty Pants saying, what's up? Yo, what up, Smarty Pants? How's it going, fam? I hope you're doing well. My bae. Yuta Israel says, you're the guy who knew about Bitcoin in his room then. Now he's on a private yacht. Yeah, well, I'm not that guy, but yeah, I could. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Aw, thank you, with the hearts. But yeah, I even have a text from a friend that is, oh, of course, says, appreciate you being the anti-FUD. Of course. Always had you, but I guess you would love me too. Sorry, I don't even know who that song is. It's oh god. Who's the one that says, "Oh, never got the win. Not a big Limp Bizkit fan." Bowling for Soup. That is the people. Oh yeah, so I was gonna show a photo of this guy. Cash out more. I'll try and put. Says you have a gift for undervalued stuff. I love that. Anyway, moving on. Smarty Pants says, I can't believe how scarce this drop tomorrow is. 160 editions after subtracting the 40, and cheap too. Amazing if can hit on drop, but likely it will all be botted. Yeah, I think so too. So I'm gonna try for it. I'll be live for it. I think it'll be fun. I hope everyone. Oh, such gray hair. I mean, the gray hair I don't mind. I wish I would just go gray outside of losing it. That would be the best. Anyway, yeah, it'd probably be botted, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. It's fun, and I had a lot of fun when we went for the Marvel Mighties drop together, and I'll have a lot of fun here too. Steven Duarte says, "Why Q4? For OMI to go up, just because it's gonna, you'll have OMI to NFT by that time, like pretty much guaranteed, and at some point in Q4, most everyone will have the Veveverse beta version. So yeah, I think that. I think those two are really good reasons. And then by then, hopefully we have an exchange. Really hoping we have an exchange. Oh god, hiccups. So yeah, super excited for that. I think that's why Q4. Stan says, when you hit your Comey financial goal, will you continue to stream or will you disappear like Satoshi? Thanks. Well, let's say I get to 200 million OMI. I'll still stream then. When I made Millionaire in 2021 and again in 2022, yeah, I still streamed. I don't. I think it would be kind of silly to go and make a bunch of people millions of dollars, and then not say, okay, hey guys, made you a bunch of money. Now I'm doing the animal projects. Now pony up. We got to save the animals. So I think I'll do this for. I mean, I still like it. It gives me an outlet to talk, and there's thoughts that. Listen, my last girlfriend, bless her heart, had to deal with me in bed, out of bed. I don't mean that in like a a naughty way, although I mean that too. But I mean that in a way that the brain doesn't shut off, and I have to have an idea. I have to get this down. I need to go. So I'd be literally in and out of bed, like writing things down or getting things, and that's not, and that's with making videos. Now that my brain has gotten used to getting all these things out. Like, you remember in that episode of Kyle XY where Jessie somehow gets a bunch of information in her head and it's like exploding. She can't get it out. And the only way she can get it out is by writing everything on the, on like a board. And then, Steven goes like, why don't we just let her write it out? And then Kyle's like, it would take her approximately, however many years, to write it out. If I suddenly stopped like talking for 4 hours a day, uh, it would, my mind would be racing again, and it still does, but it would be like I remember having a conversation with some girl, Brittany, on the cruise last year, where we were just talking about streaming and talking about, I think we were just talking about love. I think we were just talking, like, not like with each other, but like with, like love in general. And one of the things was like, Randy, why are you so anti-love? I was like, no, I love love. I love that. But what, the person that even if I love them, and I do, and let's say they love me, I am, in any conversation, at best, I'm there. I'm 70% there. The rest is, mine's just everywhere. So like right now, I'm figuring out, okay, what can I do this weekend to make a bunch of money to go and be able to, and be advised, if I do not buy this Luke Skywalker on June 2nd, he will list it for hire and someone else will buy it. So yeah, so like that's part of my other thing. I'm like thinking in my head, okay, well, okay, I can go and do like some landscaping for someone. That's so like brown of me, so like Hispanic of me. I'll do some landscaping. Um, the office is closed this week, so I'm thinking like, okay, or this weekend. It's a 4-day weekend, so I was like, okay, I could go and I can do a job, but what if the job's not over by the time the office opens back? And then jobs can go awry and you can not get paid, and sometimes jobs turn into charity things. And okay, like you know, yeah, it gets really, it gets really, things that sometimes things are supposed to be a walk in the park that are a piece of cake. They take days or like weeks. Like, oh my God, I just want to get paid. Um, yeah, so you really don't want to go and do that. Um, but, but, um, but yeah, at the end, and like it would be so simple if I didn't have rent next week. I'd go and get that, like I'd go together easily. Anyway, where was I? Stan, I'll probably be doing this for a while. I might take a break here and there, and just maybe I'll just really get into shape. Maybe I'll like vlog my fitness journey. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I don't think I'd ever really disappear. Like I miss you guys too. The only way I would is if people are just like, oh yeah, Randy, you were mean to me one time, so you're gonna give me money, or I'm gonna expose you because you said a nasty text to me one day. It's like, heck off. Maybe at that point I would be like, all right, ain't nobody got my phone number now, and then just bounce. But I would also find ways to stream. I'd do it. I think I would miss it too much, but we'll see. And if I'm streaming now in the bad times, like I think in the last year, maybe I've missed a total of 2 weeks. Well, no, I missed a week when I was on vacation. I don't think I'll ever do that again. Um, of course, I get a text from like an ex, like, "Oh, you go on vacation with this girl? This is your new girlfriend?" Like, why do people people keep shipping me with like the most beautiful women? And it's like, y'all know what I look like, right? Like, y'all know this. Anyway, yeah, if I'm streaming here and I've been streaming in the bad times, you can be damn sure I'm gonna be streaming in the good times. Sipping champagne together, get a little bit of the bubbly. Blockchain Minute says, I looked it up. 15% of the world population has seen one of the Star Wars movies. That's over a billion people, which means over 5 billion people have not. But yeah, Star Wars, that's a lot of people. People are thinking, oh, so many lightsabers. It's not a lot of lightsabers. It's a very small amount of lightsabers. Yeah. Zan says, do you think they will ever release a 007 NFT Pierce Brosnan? Yo, I hope so. He's great. They have a bunch they could release an M. They could release so many people. Dude, the Bond girls. Christmas. Oh. They could release everyone. Pierce Brosnan would. Who's the best James Bond? That y'all can make like a 8-hour video on that, on who's the best Bond villain, or the best Bond. I mean, when did you grow up? Did you grow up in like the 90s? Pierce is like my guy. I'm not gonna lie. I like Daniel Craig. He's Pierce Brosnan's great, and he's got devilishly good looks, and he's got charm. But it didn't really look like he could fight. It looked like you could take him down pretty easily. Daniel Craig's a beast. Like like I could punch Daniel Craig, and he'd feel it, but he wouldn't go down. Pierce Brosnan, 30 years ago, let's say 25 years ago, I could hit him and he'd probably be down. Daniel Craig looks like he can take a punch. Like it looks like he can fight. Even if he can't, it just looks like he can, and he's a beefy dude. Pierce Brosnan, the Bonds before him, like kind of skinny. Yeah, so like it's more believable to me that Pierce Brosnan's actually a spy. It's more believable that he can do all of these things. The other ones, they're kind of thin. They look kind of, not yoked. Anyway, where was I? Stan says, is OMI your biggest crypto hodl? Yes, it is. It is biggest by a long shot. I was talking to my friend Mike last night, and he's like, listen, no, you should never put any more than 10% of your money in any investment. I was like, I have like 90-something% in OMI. And he's like, oh. I was like, I'm sorry. He put like 10,000 into OMI like last year when I told him to, and then, so. He hasn't sold. It'll come. I was like, it'll come back. I'm just buying more. He's like, gotta diversify, man. I was like, I will. One OMI moons. Yeah, he doesn't talk to me that much anymore. So, yeah, I love him though. Bill Garner says Randy is Satoshi Nakamoto. How old do you think I am? How smart do you think I am? I'm not that smart. Matt Johnson says, what up, Randy? I'm super late. Question, thoughts on Sesame Street drops? So Cookie Monster, I think Oscar the Grouch animation is even better than Cookie Monster. I think he'll do better. And again, when was Cookie Monster released? Let's take a look at this. Where am I? I feel like Cookie Monster was a while back, but let's go to the drop and see what date it was. I want to see the date, and I want to see, okay, Sesame Street, March 9th. So it's been a couple months since Sesame Street. Oh, there were 5,555 editions and 3,547 left. So 5,465. All right, hold on. 69 degrees out. Everyone comment nice down below for 69. Minus 3,547. So 1918. So only $115,000 was made on the Cookie Monster drop. But again, there was 5,555. And for Oscar the Grouch, there's 4,444. So they are doing less of him. So I think that's good. I'm okay. Clever Jerk got the 1, 2, 3 Cookie Monster. I'll see if he wants the 1, 2, 3 Oscar the Grouch if it comes up, if it's available, which we don't know if it will be. Ooh, Veve Digital Collectibles says soon. Soon. Interesting. Soon. Okay. Get that. Ooh, gymnastics. Dr. Stuff is a gymnast. We love him. All right, moving on. But yeah, Sesame Street I think is good. I think I really like that they're going and they're saying, oh, hey, these are carbon neutral NFTs. I think that's a really good way for them to market. So I'm excited for it. Dean Dynamo says, have you seen the crypto Shark Tank idea? What are your thoughts? I have. I think one of the guys from Altcoin Daily is there. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really gonna need Taco Bell. I'm so hungry. Oh, I'm so fat though. I'm looking at my gut right now. I really don't need Taco Bell, but I did a lot of shoulders and triceps. Oh, I'm so fat. But yeah, the crypto shark idea I think is great. It's just gonna bring more attention to the space, and on top of that, it will go and educate people about the space as well, and it'll let people know in a big way what to look out for. Because you think you're not going to get scam artists on there? You think that people aren't going to try to go act sincere and to try to get money to like run away with it? And you think these guys won't be able to spot it? They will. So you're not only going to see more attention to space in general, but you're going to have people that just got their feet wet into it, and that little bit of knowledge is very dangerous. You're going to see them think like, oh, I can spot a scam, and maybe they can't. You're going to get a lot of education on this channel as well. So I'm really excited for that. I think it's going to do wonders for the space. Somebody messaged me about it. It's like, oh, you should get on there and talk about OMI. It's like, well, I could be a representative, sure. I think that'd be great. But I mean, Altcoin Daily's even posted before OMI is my homie. He made a post the other day about OMI and GrumpyCat. So I think, I'm pretty sure GrumpyCat's going to go pretty wild. Yeah. Where was I? I'm a bot says, how much cash have you invested in OMI and collectibles? Are you overall up? I would say 600,000 at this point. And no, I am way down. I am downtown. I am very much down. On the collectibles, I'm actually up, but on the OMI side, I'm very down. like very down. But again, it's bear market. It's short term. It'll go up a lot long term. Bogart says, what happened to Some Girl Britney? Where has Eva been? Some Girl Britney's working. Like to quote that Beatles song, and I've been working like a dog. She's been working 2 jobs. She's extraordinary. She was supposed to be at the event on last Saturday. I think she just crashed. I think she just was just really, really tired. She was on Twitter before this morning. Eva's doing well also. I don't know if she's in Bali now. Well, not permanently, but she's up in the Canada. She's doing well. She chilling. Hey, I haven't had them on the stream for a while. I think just with the bear market, everyone's getting the blues. But they'll be back. Matt Johnson says, love Brosnan. I used to watch the crap out of Remington Steele. So I'm gonna be a little bit of a, what's that called? A little bit weird right now. One of my favorite Pierce Brosnan roles is him in Mrs. Doubtfire. It's just great. The whole movie is so good. I love Sally Field. I love Robin Williams, and I love Pierce Brosnan. The girl from Matilda's in there. It's just a cool, a really good movie. It's got everything. Oh, I should watch that. It's so good. I would love having like a watch along party. I still don't know how to do that. Someone's got to show me. But yeah, it's really fun. So that's one of my favorite Pierce Brosnan roles for whatever reason. Where was Bill Garner says, gotta get Oscar the Grouch. Get him. Matt Johnson saying, yo, at 11.12 or 11.2 million OMI now, just chipping away. Oh, dude, get that bread. Slow but steady, you'll get there. Steve Friedlander says, I think the Sesame Street collectibles are the best quality on the app. I think Superman is really good. You mean Elektra's not the best? No, I'm joking. Yeah, Sesame ones are great. They're really good. I would love some Legend of Zelda stuff. The Monster Hunter stuff is really good. I really like that also. But yeah, agreed. Sesame stuff is and Oscar the Grouch looks even better than Cookie Monster. Tammy Hannah, hi Tammy, says you're still going strong. I love Altcoin Daily. That's how I heard about OMI. Oh my god, we love Altcoin Daily. He is an OMI homie. And my collectible saying whale power. What's the symbol like for whale? Does anyone remember the video How Animals Eat? It was like, this is how animals eat. So somebody goes and like alligator, because they chomp on their food. You have like a rhino that goes, just runs into the thing. And one of them was a whale. Like, this is how animals eat. And they have a whale and they go like, it was great. I really hurt my shoulder on that one. I don't know if my bed could take that. Oh, it doesn't feel good. The shit I do for the show. Bill Garner says, Mrs. Doubtfire was incredible. Watched it again recently. Yeah, it's such a good movie. Love that. Stan says, how do you know when to exit your position? On OMI or in general? In general, if you're, if you have a company or a product or whatever it is, a crypto, and you're just like, hey, I'm up 50%, take the funds. Okay. Not bad. It depends how much I invest too. Like if I'm investing like $500, am I going to sell it at $750? No, that's too little money for me. Again, I put 500 into 4chan. it's either going to zero or it's going to go to a couple grand, and I'll take the couple grand. I don't, just maybe I'll sell like half and then let the other half ride. GrumpyCat though, I feel like is going to get a lot of momentum. I might, if GrumpyCat hasn't taken off by June 2nd, in June I'll try to put more into GrumpyCat because I think that does go off. I think it'll definitely go off before then though. They've been teasing exchanges for like a week now, so they're probably weeks out. Like probably 2 weeks out. So I think that does go off in a very good way. Let's say GrumpyCat goes to like 30 million, and let's say I have, I don't know, 25,000. I'll sell 5 grand of it. And I'll take it out, buy some OMI, get to like 175, and then I'll put some in Veve. If Lukes are undervalued still, I'll buy more Lukes. I'll sweep the floors on Lukes. But I really only go for the sub 100s, and there's just not too many left. The sub 100s are really, really scarce. By then, hopefully, I'll get something else. I don't know. I really need a partner statue. I really need a third logo. There's so much stuff I want to get. But then, let's say the $30 million market cap, and I have 20 grand left. I'll let it ride for a bit. If it goes to 50 million, and let's say, okay, that'd be an extra 66%. So that would be another, let's say 12.5. So then I have $32,000 at 50 million. I'll take another 12K out. I have 20 grand left, goes to 100 million, I have 40K. Yeah, I mean, at that point, OMI will have probably hit. I mean, I don't know, man. I can't see this doing like a 25x going to 100 million in like a couple months. Dude, if it does, and I had already sold a bunch, that'd be insane. Jesus, I'd have like 100K. I wouldn't know what to do at that point. I farted. Anyway, but it depends on how much I have. Bill Gardner says, matchmaker, make me a match. I love you, man. Milham says, hey, buddy, how you been? Milham? I hope you and the poopy butt, Brandy Babe, are doing well. I miss you guys. It's been a while. We gotta connect one day. We gotta get a hangout going, even if it's just virtual. Stan says, oh, what is this? Okay, yep. So okay, got it. Stan says, what signals should we look for when Apple VR is announced? What symbols? It says, would Disney and Immutable X collaboration with Apple guarantee Veve made it with Apple? Again, I think, Veve and Apple already have a relationship, and whatever they showcase on the 5th, I'm not expecting it to be Veve. But I would say that Veve does get on Apple AR glasses at some point in the next 2 years. I don't know exactly what the process is to try to go and become an app on Apple AR glasses. I imagine you do want the best of the best. And we do have premium digital collectibles, so there should be a pretty clear road for us to get there. But again, things take time. And I would say within 2 years, probably still in the midst of this, of the bull market, the next one, I would say that, yeah, I'm almost guaranteeing that Veve would be on Apple AR glasses eventually, just maybe not right away. I just wouldn't expect it right away. Like, to temper my expectations. If they pleasantly surprise us, oh my God, then boom, Veve's on the map. But yeah, look for when Apple AR is announced. What should we look? I mean, watch the keynote. That's the best I can say. Watch the other metaverse tokens. Watch Sand. Watch Mana. Watch Render. Watch Engine. Watch them all. I mean, always watch OMI and the GrumpyCat as well. Not that GrumpyCat has anything to do with Apple. I don't think they ever will. But good to have other stuff. Chris F says, have you talked about Cosmo yet? With 850 editions, which means 760, it's the scarcest Mighty Marvel. Until Rocket is airdropped, then that will be the lowest edition Mighty. Bullish or bearish on the Mighties? My guy, Chris F. I have every single one of the Mighties. Up until this drop, I had 2% of all sub 100s of the Marvel Mighties. Now, I didn't get any of them for this drop because I'm in the middle of buying this Luke Skywalker. I've spent way too much on Luke Skywalker. I could have hit 180 million only by now. I didn't because I'm stupid. But yeah. but I'm very bullish on the Mighties long term. Yeah, I'm very bullish. Walrus King says, Randy, do you think another Star Wars drop this month? I'm hoping so. I actually know a couple of whales that are refusing to buy some things right now because they're saying, dude, what if Millennium Falcon drops? What if you get Han? What if you get Chewie? What if you get Platinum Moments with Grogu? I would really like that. I think if they came with another Disney Platinum Moments and one of them had Grogu in it, Platinum Moments probably cause a gem squeeze. I think that's definitely possible. So yeah, I definitely think that's possible. This month though, I don't know. We'll see who this. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Veve Magic says Disneyland 101. She could teach a class in. Of course, of course, of course, of course, as a horse. So I've been streaming for about 2 hours. That should be it for me. I will be streaming tomorrow morning for the drop. I will do that that'll be fun. Walrus King says another Star Wars vehicle makes sense. I think so as well. Dude, I would love that. Dude, when X-Wing, when Naboo Cruiser, when and then when Millennium Falcon. I think that would be pretty great. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye to Dashi. Go bye, Dashi. I love you all. See you for your letters. It's great work. Thanks. Have a great night. Thank you. Yeah. Walrus King, you the man. Bye. Thanks. Yeah. Check out the Taco Bell shirt. Oh, yeah. Get it, brother. I love you guys. Later, Terry. Randy.